Yes, people, why football here. Before I get into Arsenal previews, I'm just going to say a massive shout out to everyone subscribed to this channel as I just hit 600. The milestone is a big one for me because always hitting the hundreds is massive. We're now on the road to 700. In the comment section down below, if you can remember, let me know what number subscriber you are. And as always, as we do in every Arsenal previews, let me know your score prediction for Arsenal versus Tottenham, the game we're previewing today. And the winners get shouted out in Arsenal review. So yeah. Arsenal previews, everybody. This is a show where we preview every single Arsenal game. I give you the background info of the game, TV channel, where to watch it, like streaming possibilities, Arsenal team news, a bit on the opposition, the implications on the game around like the Premier League table for this one. And then give my Arsenal predicted lineup and finally my predicted score. All jam-packed into one video to give you all the information necessary. So yeah, the game is played Arsenal versus Tottenham. The big one, the massive one for Arsenal and Spurs. North London derby. Only happens twice a year in the Premier League and it's always a humongous occasion whether you're an Arsenal fan or Spurs fan. It's being played this Sunday, this Sunday, the 26th of September at 4:30 p.m. and it is shown live on Sky Sports finally. I feel like the last 3 Premier League games, we just had to find some dodgy streaming. You couldn't even find the stream for the Wimbledon game. So for once, Arsenal is shown on Sky Sports again, which is great to see. We'll have the great punditry team, I'm sure, to cover this massive, massive game for both clubs. So yeah, in terms of going into it, it's a 4:30 p.m. game, Sunday, prime time, and the teams come in way different form. They're just complete opposites. Spurs started the season absolutely amazingly, end up being top going into first international break, winning their first 3 games 1-0, and have now lost their last 2 Premier League games, 3-0 both results. Of course, they won in midweek on penalties against Wolves in the Carabao Cup, which will be a massive boost. But their league form is looking shaky. On the flip side, Arsenal started horrendously, basically bottom 19th going into the international break, but then picked up form of won our last 2 Premier League games 1-0. And if we win this game against Spurs, we end up being level with points on them after their amazing start and our awful start. So yeah, Spurs sit in 7th, we sit in 13th, but if we win this game, it just goes woof, and then we level up. But if Spurs win this game, they bridge the gap from us and they can lay down a real marker. Because, of course, in North London derbies, in derbies in general, form goes completely out the window. It's who wants it more on the day. But being in front of the Emirates, that will give us the slight edge, I believe, going into this fixture. So, yeah, in terms of Arsenal team news, no one's out. For once, I can say there's absolutely no fresh injuries. Granit Xhaka is back from his suspension that he served, his 3-game suspension. It feels like ages, to be honest, since he last played a game for Arsenal. He played against Man City, of course, he got a straight red card there. He missed the Norwich game, the Burnley game, and of course the AFC Wimbledon game in midweek since Carabao Cup games. They're part of the fixture missing 3-game fixtures. The Carabao Cup counts for some reason, I don't know why. But it does, so he's back for this game against Spurs. Should Mikel Arteta choose him, I wouldn't want him to, but he's there as a possibility. El Neni is back as well. So yeah, we've got absolutely no injuries. He's got a fresh, full squad to choose from. So he's got no complaints on about, this player's missing, this player's missing. Arteta has all the players to choose from and he must pick the squads that can beat Tottenham Hotspur this Sunday. Going on to Spurs, of course, the danger man, as we do for every club, is Harry Kane. Now, this brother has not scored a single goal in the Premier League for Spurs this season in 5 games. 0 goals. Who wants to put money on the fact that he's going to score against us? Because I reckon he will. I just see it coming. He never scores against... okay, don't get me wrong, he scores against other teams, but whenever he's in bad form, he always seems to score against Arsenal, whether it's a penalty or a tap-in or something, he will get a goal against us. He scored 11 games against Arsenal. So yeah, let's just hope and pray that Harry Kane does not score against us. But we've got to prepare for the worst case scenario. Even if he's on bad form, you've got to be on top form to compete with him and Heung-min Son. Absolutely amazing footballers, and our defence, who, to be fair, since we've had our new defence of Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel and Tierney, they've been good, but this is a different kettle of fish to Norwich and Burnley. This is 2 elite strikers that we really, really need to make sure we're on top form to compensate and defend against. So I'm going to go into my predicted lineup for the Arsenal now. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. He had a break in midweek with Leno coming back in, but there's no reason Aaron Ramsdale shouldn't start this game after his last 2 Premier League fixtures. He's been absolutely immense in goal. His distribution has been great. He hasn't been tested that much in his shot-stopping ability, to be fair. That's still something I need to look at. But his distribution has been amazing for me. I think he deserves to start, definitely. Right back-wise, come on, who else is going to be? New signing, Tomiyasu. his third game for the club after he'd really won his first two. There's a stat around that he's won 11 of 12 aerial duels, which is amazing. We always seem to like that physicality in the air, and he's going to be massive for us because Spurs actually do have a bit of a big team now that I deep it. And they've got some chunky players in there that can really muscle people about. So Tomiyasu will be massive at right back for us. We need them big time this game. Right centre back, of course, Ben White. Gabriel left centre back. Tierney left back. It's going to be the back four that we've used, or the back five if you include Ramsdale, for the last two Prem games. Why do we need to change it? We don't need to keep changing stuff. If the system works, don't fix something that ain't broken. That's what I always say. So yeah, that back five is perfect. In terms of centre mids now, Thomas Partey has to start right centre mid for me. Of course, he wasn't meant to play in the League Cup, but he asked players to get his fitness up. Arteta slinged him off after 58 minutes. Great move from Arteta. Take him off after 58 minutes. Make sure he's not injured. Just give him some more minutes. And now going into this North London derby, he's going to be absolutely massive in midfield for us, Thomas Partey. I believe he will be one of the factors that, like, one of the biggest factors of whether we win or lose this match. Thomas Partey in midfield. Hell of a midfielder. Centre mid next to him, this is a tough one, of course. This is probably the one that is least likely to predict. I think those players going in there, the first six I've said, absolutely locks. I think they'll start. This other centre mid position, not entirely sure. Is he going to go back to Xhaka? I hope not. It's a possibility, of course. I would have said Lokonga, but he started in midweek. Will he start him again? I don't know. And then, of course, he's always got the opportunity to go balls to the wall and go full out Ødegaard, Emil Smith-Rowe, Pepe, Saka, and go all out attack to play Ødegaard and that other centre mid. I'm going to put Lokonga there. There's always an option. I think Lokonga gets a slight edge, but I think there's always the option that he goes Ødegaard deeper and then tries to fit in Saka, Smith-Rowe, Pepe. But I'm going to put Lokonga there. Cam-wise, I'm going to put Ødegaard then. I think he has to play. He was literally the game winner in that Burnley match. He has to start this game. Got rested in midweek as well. Great player. Right mid, Saka. Oh my God. I went to the Wimbledon game. This geezer was different gravy on the right-hand side. I think he'll be a massive, massive player for us if we can get him into the side on the right wing. Left wing wise, I think I'm gonna drop Pepe. I think it's got to be Emil Smith-Rowe. Pepe's been disappointing in his recent games, not gonna lie. Of course, he made the goal against Norwich, but he should have finished it. It was a bit of a lucky deflection off him to even fall to Aubameyang. I think Emil Smith-Rowe, I'd rather have just another creator. And when we played and beat Spurs 2-1 last season, Smith-Rowe and Ødegaard in the same team was what did it, to be honest. Them two, the two creators, they couldn't handle it, Spurs. So I think Emil Smith-Rowe off the left cutting in. Of course, Tierney will be overlapping anyway. And then having Ødegaard's that cam is amazing. And then striker, it's a big call, but I'm going to put Lacazette there. I'm going to drop Aubameyang. I'm going to put Lacazette there. I just think Lacazette's link-up play is better than Aubameyang. Aubameyang's link-up play is a bit poor, not going to lie. Don't get me wrong, he's running past the ball and finishing is top-notch. It's been poor recently, but it is top-notch. His link-up play is what worries me. Lacazette is a much better build-up player, and I just would rather have him in the side than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang personally. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with the starting 11, if you would have had anyone else in there. I know it's a bit controversial with the Aubameyang Lacazette thing, but it's just something that I believe Arteta should do, to be honest. But yeah, finally going into my predicted score for this match, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Yeah, I'm sorry, boys. I don't think we're going to... It always seems to be a draw at the Emirates, I find. I know we beat them last season 2-1, but I just think neither side can afford to lose, and so neither side will lose. I'd love if we pick up a victory, but I'm just thinking a draw 2-2, to be honest, thinking realistically. And yeah, that's my prediction. As always, let me know in the comment section down below your prediction if you want to participate in the game. We always do. And the winners will get shouted out on Arsenal reviews if you get the scoreline exactly correct. If you're new idea, please consider subscribing on my new road to 700. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.